Thanks so much for watching Colorado's Best on Fox 31. I'm Paula Haddock. So many of us have never imagined we'd face a pandemic in our lifetime. Well, one couple is using what they learned from a life and death crisis during a dangerous Mount Everest summit. They want to help others face their own personal Everest during this very unprecedented time. So joining us live via Skype are Captain Harold Earls IV. He's an active duty Army officer, and his wife Rachel Earls, the host of Earls Family Vlogs on YouTube. So welcome to both of you to Colorado's Best.
Hey, thanks for having us.
We're so excited to be here.
Well, thank you so much. Captain Earls, let's talk with you first. So why did you decide during your first year of marriage, from what I understand, you were going to summit Mount Everest?
Yeah, so I went to West Point, and I was sitting in my barracks room, and I wrote out my bucket list. And so it was something that I always wanted to do. And all of this happened in our first year of marriage. So for us, that's where this book and where this story really came to be, is the challenges that we then faced together.
Wow. So talk to us about some of the unexpected struggles that you both encountered in your relationship during Mount Everest.
So actually for me, what was kind of eye-opening was I knew exactly who my husband was when I married him. So I knew that he was going to go after some big, crazy dreams. So that wasn't necessarily unexpected. But what was unexpected was how I was able to find in that time that he left me that I could still live a very fulfilling life. Even in the middle of chaos and uncertainty, there was still goodness all around me.
I think for me, I knew the physical dangers that I was getting into. I remember seeing Everest for the first time, and it was incredibly daunting and scary. But I don't think what I was quite fully prepared for was the emotional and the social effect that would have on you. And I think, honestly, that's some of the things that we're going through right now. I think that I felt and that we felt in our marriage, definitely an emotional burden and some difficult times as far as dealing with that dangerous environment. And I think we're going through something very similar right now with that.
I would agree. I think everyone is really, struggling in their own way through COVID-19. So what advice do you have that, you learned from your lessons through Everest?
So for me, it was in that moment of realizing there's all these what ifs. What if my husband dies? What if I'm not able to have the family that I always wanted? And you kind of have two options. You can either let fear drive your story, or you can choose to live past that and to choose life and to choose living in that moment. And so that's kind of what my hope is for people right now, is to don't let fear drive your story.
Wow, you're both very inspirational. I could talk to you all day, and I understand you have some young kiddos. So what advice would you have for parents out there to, how they would discuss COVID-19 with young kids?
That is a great question. So we have a 2-year-old boy and a 11-month-old boy as well. And our 2-year-old is so wild and crazy and so much energy. And we took him to the field the other day, and he wanted to go play on the playground, loves playing on the playground. And so I think Rachel said it beautifully. She was like, hey, you can't play on the playground because it's dirty. I think it's so important during these times to communicate, even with young ones, and to let them know what's going on. I think you just have to curtail it in a way that they can understand it.
Well, you guys are fabulous. I'm so glad that you've shared some of your life lessons with all of us. I think certainly it's relevant to everyone, and everyone can get more information from you at earls.org, and you have a beautiful family.
Oh, we appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.